מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
Hear all your voices.
הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
Who knows what holiday it is today? You know? Yom Kippur. Is it a happy day? We're not sure. Is it a sad day? No, not really. It's not happy or sad, is it? Is it a day to think about some of the things we've done last year and how we're going to try to be better next year? That's what it's about. We're going to tell a story about a guy in a few minutes that's really quite an amazing story of Jonah. And we're going to sing some songs, and we're going to talk a little bit, okay? Because it is Yom Kippur, very important, some people say the most important Jewish holiday of all. So I got a little song for you now. I'm going to ask you to sing with me. I bet you've heard this. We'll do the best we can this year. You want to try that with me? We'll do
the best we can this year.
Good. Same thing a little higher.
We'll do the best we can this year.
And when we play, we'll share. And
when we play, we'll share.
That's how? That's
how we show we care. We'll do the best we can this year.
Well, I hear the cantor saying he's going to do the best he can.
I'll try.
Will you try?
The best.
I'll be your friend. All right. You guys try that with us?
We'll
do the best
we can this year.
I'll try if you will. We'll
do the best we can this year.
And when we play, we'll share.
And when we play, we'll share.
That's how we show we care.
That's how we show we care. We'll do the best we can this year.
Let's try another verse. Here we go. A little louder.
We'll do the best we can this year.
Come on, you guys in the cheap seats back here. Come on.
We'll do the best we can this year. We made some bad mistakes, but love is all it takes. We'll do the best we can this year.
Try that one with us.
We'll do the best we can this year. We'll do the best we can this year.
We've made some bad mistakes.
We've made some bad mistakes.
But love is all it takes.
But love is all it takes.
We'll do
The best we can this year.
Does anybody, you guys are very smart, you know a lot of things. Anybody know what the big important song that Cantor sang last night? The most important song of all of Yom Kippur? Do you know? Go ahead, tell me. Kol Nidre, that's right. Wow. I didn't expect the answer from somebody that small. Right. Cantor sang Kol Nidre, boy, a whole bunch of times. Because we have a big congregation. And here's a little song about the Kol Nidre he's going to sing for you.
I heard the cantor singing. He sang the Kol Nidre. And as he sang, the people prayed. I heard my parents say, Dear God, if I've done anything at all that might have hurt someone, I'll try to make it up to them the best way that I can. If I forget a promise that I've made, forgive me, God, this day. Oh, hear with love, dear God above, my prayer the cold need rain.
So now you've heard the Kol Nidre. We're going to stand now and sing some important prayers for today. Baruch Hu and Shema.
Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Now we all join in.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam Vahed. HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam Vahed.
Yeah. And now we're going to sing the Shema prayer. And you remember how we get ready for this? We quiet ourselves down because this is a thinking holiday where we think about all the better things we're going to do next year and how we're going to make ourselves to be kind and more generous and sweeter people. So we have to think about that a lot. So we go, shh. And then we think about it. We go, And then when we realize how easy it is to say, I'm sorry, we go, Let's try that again. I think you've got it.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Vahed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Vahed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
You can be seated. Now we're going to sing Mi Kamocha to our holiday melody.
Mi Kamocha Bailim Adonai, Mi Kamocha Netar HaKodesh, Nora Tehilot O Sefer.
So one of the things that we do on Yom Kippur is we say that we're sorry for all the things that we might have done in the past year that maybe we forgot to say we're sorry for. Who has something that they forgot to say they were sorry for? Who can think of something? I saw over there. We'll start here and then we'll move our way over. What did you forget to say you were sorry for?
Not listening.
You forgot to say you were sorry for not listening. That's a great one. Oh, we got another one.
Sorry, hitting my brother.
You forgot to say that you were sorry for hitting your brother. That's another good one.
I forgot to say you're sorry for not listening.
Another not listening. We've got a couple not listeners. What'd you forget to say you were sorry for?
Not listening.
Yeah, another not listening. What else? One more, something that somebody forgot they were sorry. Oh, we'll do two. You and you. Okay. What'd you forget?
I forgot to clean up my toys.
You forgot to say you were sorry for not cleaning up your toys. That's a great one. What about over here? Another not listening. We've got lots of people who need to be better listeners next year. And that's what we just sing about
Do you think they keep saying that because they're not listening? Could that be?
How about who maybe did something to their brothers or their sisters that maybe they need to say they're sorry for? Let's try over here.
What'd you do?
I forgot, but I did it.
You forgot what you did? Well, and are you sorry? Okay. Good.
Not taking a shower when my mom said to.
Not taking a shower when your mom said to. That's something that that's for your parents. But what about for brothers and sisters? Something that we maybe should say we're sorry to our brothers.
We got a couple of them over here.
Oh, yeah?
Pulling Lainey's hair.
Pulling your sister's hair. And what do you think?
Pulling away Ashley's sunglasses at my sister.
Oh. Pulling your glasses.
What about you?
Slapping my brother.
Slapping your brother, that's definitely something to say that we're sorry for. What have you got?
Sorry for hitting my brother.
Sorry for hitting. We've got a lot of people who have to keep their hands to themselves in this next year. What about something that we need to say we're sorry to our mommies and our daddies for? Who can think of something we have to say we're sorry?
Stealing Tootsie Rolls out of the pantry.
Stealing Tootsie Rolls out of the pantry. Definitely something.
Okay.
For not doing my homework.
Not doing our homework. Wow. Okay.
I'm pulling my mom's hair.
Oh, pulling our mom's hair. That's something else that we have to not do next year. So, not only do we think about things that we have to say we're sorry for, but we also think about things that we want to do better next year. So can you guys think of something that maybe you want to do better next year? I think listening should definitely be one of those things. What else? What other things do we want to do better next year?
I think that we should all try and keep our hands to ourselves better next year.
That's great. So next year we should try to keep our hands to ourselves better. What else should we try to do better next year?
Cleaning up my toys.
Yes, cleaning up our toys is definitely something that we should try to do better.
Cleaning up my room.
Cleaning up your room.
Okay, and the last
Would you
one.
come clean up my room too when you're done?
My mom can't hear, so for being more nice to my mom about her hearing.
How about being nice to our parents for everything? Our parents, our moms, and our dads, and our grandmas, and our grandpas, they do lots and lots and lots of nice things for us. And so in the next year, I think we should be nicer to them. I think that's another good thing to do.
Thank you, Rabbi Gertman. If you haven't met Rabbi Gertman yet, you need to meet Rabbi Gertman. She's been here a year, but some of you aren't even a year old. So, right? Okay. So, we're going to sing a little song and then tell a story. So, everybody look up on that side. You'll see the words. And the song goes like this. Let's be friends, make amends. Now's the time to say we're sorry. Let's be friends, make amends. Please say you'll forgive me. The 10 days of Teshuvah, time to make up, time to pray. Take my hand and I'll take yours. Please say you'll forgive me. Now we're going to do it again. I want you to look at somebody that you want to make amends, that you want to make up with this year, and sing the song to them. And when we get to the part about taking your hand, take their hand. It can be to a mommy or a daddy or a brother or a sister or a friend who you want to be a friend again. Ready? So sing it to each other. Here we go. Let's be friends, make amends. Now's the time to say we're sorry. Let's be friends, make amends. Please say you'll forgive me. The 10 days of Teshuvah, time to make up, time to pray. Find somebody. Take my hand and I'll take yours. Please say you'll forgive me. Very nice. I hope we made some new friends and made up for some old mistakes. Are you ready for the story? Yeah. Oh, that didn't sound very enthusiastic. Are you ready for the story? Everybody who's under the age of 1 year old, are you ready for the story?
Yeah.
Cut it out. You can't fool me. This is the story of Jonah. And it's a very interesting story. Watch very carefully what happens. This story involves a person who God talks to. This story involves a plant. One of my close personal friends. Right? And it involves a man named, where'd he go? Jonah. The part of Jonah today will be played by the cantor. Jonah was somebody who was asleep in his bed one evening. You see? He was there sleeping, minding his own business. He wasn't bothering anybody. And what happened? He heard a voice out of nowhere, and the voice was the voice of God. And God said, Jonah.
Hey, Jonah.
Jonah. Jonah, I'm talking to you. Wake up.
Huh?
You, wake up. And Jonah
Always wake
woke
me up in these stories. I was resting.
I know you were resting, said God. God said to Jonah, I need you to do something that's very important. I need you to go and to a city. The name of the city is Nineveh. Can you say that? Nineveh.
What?
Yes.
What was that city called? Thank
And
you.
the people in Nineveh are very grouchy and icky, and they treat each other really crummy. And can you all make that noise of people who aren't very nice to each other?
I don't want to go there. Why would I ever go there?
I want you to go there, said God, because I want you to tell those people that it's almost Yom Kippur time.
Oh.
And it's time to be better people. I want you to make the whole city know that they have to behave better. But Jonah was not excited by this at all.
I'd rather just stay here. I'm back to sleep, if you don't mind,
That
God.
is not an option, Jonah, said God. But Jonah thought it was, so Jonah said, I'm going to get away from God. Can you hide from God? Some people think you can. Jonah tried. He ran far, far away, down to the seaside. To catch a boat that would take him far away. He thinks, if I'm on a boat, God can't find me. And he jumped onto that boat. And when he got onto the boat, not only was on the boat, he went down into the belly of the boat. He went as low as you could into the bottom of the boat. See Jonah there in the boat? There he is. He's way down in the bottom of the boat where he thinks nobody can see him and God can't see him. But what did God do? Can you tell by the picture? Caused a huge storm to come up. Lightning and thunder and waves and back and forth.
I'm seasick here.
He got very sick. He was very ill. He didn't know what to do. Nobody knew what to do. But then they figured out it is Jonah who is making the boat do that because God wants him to do something, and obviously he's not doing it. So the sailors took Jonah, and you know what they did with him? They threw him off the boat. That is exactly correct. They threw him right off the boat. This is a little hard to see, but you can see him off the boat.
Splash!
Into the water. Down. 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 Further and further. Further into the water. In the direction of, what's he going in the direction of? A large fish. And there he saw a large fish, and the fish saw him, and guess what happened? The next thing he knew, he found himself in the fish, which, as you can see, is not a particularly bad place to be. Right? It is a fully decorated fish. Right? What do they call that when you move into a house and it's already got all the furniture? Furnished. Thanks. It was a fully furnished fish. Say that fast 3 times. And there he was inside the fish, and he was very cozy. He was eating all sorts of things that he liked. Seafood. Well, he doesn't really like seafood. But anyway, he was in the fish, and he was thinking about it. For 3 days, kids, he was in that fish. And finally he decided, I don't want to be here anymore. I give up. I will do what God says. And so, now here, I want your help here, okay? So you see the fish. You see the fish. See the fish up there? Okay, perfect.
Get me out of here!
Jonah wanted to get out of here, so you've got to say, Jonah.
Get me out of here!
Call him, Jonah. 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 Come on out of the fish, Jonah. Louder.
No!
Louder. Louder. And finally, out of the fish came Jonah. Right out of the mouth of the fish, covered with seaweed and all sorts of little fish.
Oh my God! What a trip! You wouldn't believe it!
That's amazing. So there he was.
Wow!
The fish barfed him right up onto the shore of the sea, and there he was. And now he knew what he had to do. He had to go to, does anybody remember the name of the city? Nineveh. The evil place who made noises like what? There it is. Look at that evil city that's a little out of focus. Look at that evil city, but that's just as well. Where people doing terrible things, they would keep starving people. They wouldn't give them anything to eat. They wouldn't help anybody out who needed help. They were mean to each other. They smacked each other. They hit each other. They were just terrible. And Joseph went to the people of Nineveh and told them,
you guys gotta be better people. God's counting on you. What do you think? Can you do that? Can you help me? What are you going to do?
Guess what happened? Jonah told them to be better people, and boom, they did. They changed their ways.
Oh no.
The king started giving all his gold away to poor people. Everybody started being nice to each other and holding each other's hands and apologizing for what they had done. They fed the poor. They took care of their animals better. They were nicer to their brothers and sisters and their mommies and their daddies. And everybody got along well. And how do you think this made Jonah feel? You would think he would feel great, don't you?
This is great. The best day I've ever had.
But that's not what he said.
Oh,
Back to the actors.
that's
guild.
really bad.
He did not like that at all because he thought that everybody should get what they deserve. He was very unhappy. And he was also terrifically hot because it was a very, very hot day. And so, Jonah was hot and angry, and he sat under the blazing hot sun and prayed to God for some shade.
Oh, it's so hot. I just can't get cold. I need to find some shade
And God provided a shade tree for Jonah.
wow. Look at this tree. It's so beautiful. I'm just gonna, wow.
And he lay down
Rest
under the
here
shade
by the tree. Oh, thank
And
you,
he
God.
was so happy.
Oh, this is wonderful.
But then God wanted to teach him a lesson, and God made the tree die. Oh, you're all sad about the tree.
oh,
Interesting.
that tree was great. I'm so sad about the tree.
Jonah had loved that tree, and now he was very sad. And so God asked him a question. He said, Jonah, how come you were so sad about a plant, but you didn't care about all those people in the land of Nineveh who needed you to tell them how to be better people? How come? And he didn't answer. And the answer's not in the story. The answer's not in the story. We never really learn the answer. We just know that Jonah learned a lesson that day. And what was that lesson? Who can tell me? Who do we need to care about? We need to care about people. And how do we help people become better? We have to be good ourselves, exactly. And what do we do to be better? We turn to people and we say, I'm sorry. And really important, we turn to people and say, will you forgive me? Will you forgive me? And that's what Jonah learned that day. And that's a lesson for us too. All right. Thank you, Cantor, for
Thank
being
you.
Jonah. All right.
All right, a new day.
And then the sun came out. Yay. So we are going to finish off with L'Shana Tova Tikatevu. We're going to sing that together, and then we're going to hear the shofar with a Tekiah Gadolah, the biggest, loudest blast you ever heard in your life. All right? Here we go.
Shana Tova Tikatevu. Lishana Tova Tikatevu. A happy new year. Happy new year to you.
Now we're going to ask Trish to come forward with that.
And I think we might have a few people who brought shofarot, their shofars with them. So if you have one and you want to bring it up and sound the shofar with Trish, we would love that.
Anybody bring a shofar?
I
Oh,
see
good.
one.
There's one.
Come on up.
Come on down.
And I saw
No?
a couple of them walk in. No, they don't want to come up.
No?
That's okay.
Or you can do it right from where you are. Okay, you ready? This is going to send us out to the new year. Okay, for a good and sweet new year. Here we go. Ready?
Tekiah Gedolah.
All right. A happy, sweet new year. Give everybody next to you a kiss and a hug. Say you're sorry and move on with a new year. L'Shana Tova.